Tommy Paul was born on May 17, 1997, in Voorhees, New Jersey. Growing up in a family that supported his interests, Paul quickly found a passion for tennis. His father, a former tennis player, recognized Tommy's potential early on and introduced him to the sport when he was just 4 years old. With natural athleticism, determination, and a love for the game, Tommy quickly showed promise as a young player. His parents, supportive of his athletic ambitions, provided him with the resources and guidance he needed to develop his talent. Paul started playing tennis at a young age, rising through the ranks of local junior tournaments. His early training under the guidance of coaches helped him improve his skills and develop a competitive mindset. By the age of 12, he was already training at some of the best tennis academies in the country. At the age of 14, he made a significant decision to leave home and train at the prestigious Mouratoglu Academy in France, where he joined other top young talents and further developed his game. Tommy's rise through the junior ranks was quick, and it was evident that he had the ability to make a name for himself on the professional tour. He quickly began participating in national and international junior competitions, where he made his mark with impressive performances. His breakthrough in junior tennis came when he reached the semi-finals at the 2015 Junior French Open. This success was a key indicator that he had the potential to succeed at the highest levels of the sport. Transition to professional tennis. Tommy Paul turned professional in 2015, at just 18 years old, after a successful junior career. His decision to make the jump to the ATP Tour came after several promising junior performances, including his success in various international events. Paul's transition to professional tennis was met with both excitement and challenges, as is common for young players stepping up from junior tennis. He spent the first years of his professional career on the ATP Challenger and ITF circuits, where he faced more experienced players and had to adapt to the physical and mental demands of tour life. His initial years on the professional circuit were marked by a steady progression. In 2016, Paul won his first ATP Challenger title in Sarasota, Florida, which was a key milestone in his early career. This victory helped him gain confidence and boosted his ranking, allowing him to receive more wildcards and invitations to ATP Tour events. Paul's natural talent and mental toughness allowed him to begin establishing himself on the pro circuit, with his signature aggressive playing style becoming apparent. Over the next couple of years, Paul continued to play on the Challenger circuit, gradually improving his game. He had a number of strong performances in various events, and by 2018, he had broken into the top 100 of the ATP rankings, an important achievement that signaled his readiness for a full-time career on the ATP Tour. While his results were still inconsistent at times, Tommy showed he had the potential to compete against some of the best players in the world. Career peak and main achievements. Tommy Paul's career peaked in 2021, when he made significant strides and established himself as a serious contender on the ATP Tour. His hard work and determination began to pay off in a big way, with numerous high-profile performances and breakthrough victories. In particular, the 2021 season saw Paul start to turn the corner, reaching the semi-finals of the 2021 Australian Open, where he made an impressive run before falling to the eventual champion Novak Djokovic. Paul's peak performances continued throughout the 2021 season, as he began to consistently compete at a high level in ATP 250 and 500 events. One of his most notable achievements came in 2021, when he captured his first ATP title at the 2021 Eastbourne International. This win was a pivotal moment in his career, marking his entry into the ranks of ATP Tour champions. With his first title in hand, Paul proved that he had the ability to perform on the biggest stages of tennis. The following year, in 2022, Paul continued his upward trajectory, with another standout moment being his stunning run to the quarterfinals of the 2022 US Open. There, he defeated several higher-ranked opponents, including a hard-fought victory over Alexander Zverev, which was a career-defining win for Paul. Reaching the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam was a clear indication of Tommy's growing stature in the sport. His game, characterized by his quick reflexes, powerful forehand, and impressive movement, began to garner the attention of top players and tennis pundits alike. Over the course of 2022, he consistently reached the second and third rounds of major tournaments, and he was beginning to break through the walls that had kept him from achieving consistent results on the ATP Tour. As of 2023, Paul's ranking continued to improve, positioning him as one of the brightest American prospects. He earned his place in the upper echelon of the ATP rankings, competing alongside some of the most accomplished players in the world. His career growth also earned him a spot on Team USA's Davis Cup squad, where he represented his country in both singles and doubles matches. Final years and future prospects. Although Tommy Paul is still early in his career, he has already made a significant impact on the ATP Tour. As of 2023, he is considered one of the most promising young players in men's tennis. His continued improvement and consistency have raised expectations for his future success. With a career-high ATP ranking consistently inside the top 30, Paul has positioned himself as a player capable of breaking into the top 10 and contending for major titles. Paul's game continues to evolve as he gains more experience on the ATP Tour. His hard work and dedication to his craft have allowed him to improve in all areas of his game, and he remains a formidable competitor on both hard courts and clay courts. While he has not yet won a Grand Slam or broken into the top 10, his future is bright, and he has the potential to achieve even greater success in the coming years. In the near future, Tommy Paul is expected to compete in the top ATP tournaments, including the Grand Slam events. As he continues to improve his game and gain more experience, he could challenge for a major title in the years to come. His strong baseline game, solid serve, and athleticism make him a tough opponent for any player, and his mental resilience continues to improve as he matures as a player. Legacy and impact. Tommy Paul's story in tennis is still unfolding, but he has already made a significant mark in the sport. As one of the top American players in the new generation of men's tennis, he has inspired countless young players to pursue their dreams of making it to the highest levels of tennis. His journey, which began in a small town in New Jersey, has already featured key accomplishments that will be remembered by tennis fans worldwide. While his career is still in its early stages, Paul's ability to compete at the highest level and his relentless determination have made him a standout on the ATP Tour. His journey has been an example of perseverance, and he continues to work hard toward his goal of breaking into the top ranks of the sport. As he gains more experience and builds on his achievements, Tommy Paul could one day be remembered as one of the great American tennis players of his generation. In the coming years, Paul will strive to add more titles to his resume and compete for Grand Slam glory. His potential is undeniable, and tennis fans around the world are watching closely as Tommy Paul continues to carve out his place in the sport's history. With his physical attributes, competitive spirit, and drive, Tommy Paul's future in tennis is bright, and his legacy is just beginning to take shape.